I thought I'd do a little quick lecture on library science, resourcing, and writing. I'm seeing a lot of problems and complications and threads and posts, and I don't want this in your reports or discussions. So I figured the best would be, let's talk a little bit about writing and some tricks that I've found over the years. If you look on the screen, this is a program called Zotero, and it has a free download for your Mac or PC. It's pretty simple. You can make a free account. And what it does is will actually become part of your browser. I tried to put the screen up here so you can see everything, and it has a self-sustaining piece or connected into, I like to use it through the Word doc and connected, but you can also go when you're working with anything on the browser, you come into your tools and you'll see once it's downloaded Zotero, it will bring up a bottom bar or whichever way you like it. I like it on the bottom, and you can create an account so that when you're working on anything, like every class I've had, every class I'm teaching, or things I'm working on today or tomorrow, I put all my documents right in here. And it's as simple as, once you have this system, creating small folders to do your work. And you can create, so I might put one, say Dr. Spangler's class. Say OK, so now it creates a new folder. I highlight it. If I'm searching in our library, the Galileo, or somewhere that there's information you want to keep it in those areas. So we say, okay, it's Dr. Spangler's class, I want to keep it here. I need to go and let's jump over to the website. And we're going to go to Middle Georgia State. We'll pop into our quick resources. We'll go to quick link. And I'm going to jump into, let's say, Galileo, and let's say we're talking about interfaces, and that's a keyword that I want to look at. So I will search. I'm going to search for anything that comes up, just so it's out of interest. Let's go to Amazon. You can do this from anywhere, just out of speed. I'm going to go to Amazon. And now I'm going to say interfaces, so if I'm looking for a book or something, maybe we're saying, oh, design, I like this book, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to get it, and you know you're going to be interested after you search and it shows you everything. Well, you come up and you see a little Z in your idea, and what you do is you say, well, I want to save this as a snapshot or whatever you want to save it as. And what Zotero will do, you click on your library idea, and you want to give it all the data transferred up. It's just taking a second. The web's a little slow. And it shows up, it's a book. So you say, well, I want to save this Zotero from Amazon as a book. So what it's going to do, it's going to make your archive right in the folder that you created in your Zotero file. This is all free software, so it doesn't go away. And I'll save it. Boom. You'll see it's saving down here. Takes a few seconds. It puts all the information, the publisher and everything right in there. And then you say, well, I need, okay, author. So we're going to come over and we're going to find out who the author is. And we'll scroll down to the information on, great book, by the way, by Krug. Highly suggest you all have it. Same with Norman's Designing of Everyday Things. And we'll say, let's see who the author is. Does it tell us? Let's go back up to the top. Sorry, gang. Of course, I picked the one book that doesn't want to tell us. Here, Jennifer Tidwell. So we'll put Tidwell, T-I-D-W-E-L-L. You can also look if it has the inside on a lot of these. First is Jennifer, J-E-N-F-E-R, not one. So now we have a complete listing for her. And if you look at this, it tells us where we got it, the link, everything, so we can always find it again. But more importantly, once we have that book, we know we have the resources for it. So if we go in and we're writing today and you're saying, well, I'm reading from Jennifer's book, you'll notice up here this little weird sign for Zotero. And I'm going to say, well, I want to add in a citation for this book. And we're going to pick in here American Psychological Association, 6th edition. That's what we write in. It'll bring up our Zotero I'm going to go to classic view just because I like that to show you. And I'll say Dr. Spangler's list. Oh, here's designing interfaces. So I'm going to click on that. And it's going to show me right away. Real simple. Since we're starting out, we don't do that. You do this, and it'll bring it up. So say we want to do another one. I like Hackos and Reddish, so it's one of the persons. We put in whatever she says, I don't know. So I'm going to say, just to show you the other view. So user task and analysis, Hackos and Reddish, 1998. It'll bring up that resource. It'll put it in our this is at the end of a sentence. By the way, the citation does. So if there's in the beginning of a sentence, you just need to bracket off the date and then do an apostrophe, so it's possessive. So Hackos and Reddishes, and I'm reading right now from the book, states that an interface is, quote, a bridge between the world and product or system. World of users. Oops, typo. Sorry, gang. So now we have a nice sentence. There, I put simply page. That's on page 5. Bingo! So now I have, let's clean up our grammar. No, singular. And so this gives us a nice little quick sentence. So now down below you can write references, or you don't even have to write references. We want to reference these two things because the Word document recognizes it, and we're using Zotero. You can quickly just say add a bibliography. It's going to go whoop. Take a minute. And there's our bibliography. So now you can quickly just write references. You can be fancy if you want, move it over there, bold it so it's set off. So inside your journals, inside your references and papers, you have this information already done. It's perfect to style. You know this is the style, and you can just keep on writing real quick. So this is a way to just document everything you're doing, make great little reference pieces. More importantly, when you're working, if we go back to that interface, you know, if you save everything that you use, it tells you all the information. You can even make a note in here if we're working on Hackos and Reddish. If I look for them, I'm sure I can find their book in here somewhere already. I might have to go to my full library. So let's see. See if I can find it. Oh, I might have a new. I guess I don't have a current one in there for them. Oh, there it is. Mr. K. So here's, you know, the reference for them in my library. I can make a note on here, add a note, and since I'm writing this, I know I'm probably going to use it again. I can go copy. This is my work. And I can save it. So now I can go back in Zotero and say, oh wow, I have a note already on this, and I like to put the notes in here, and I'll put right on top, you know, interface. So I understand what the topic is. Boom. So now I have a topic in here. It tells me that, and I can reuse this quote as many times as I want. So it's a pretty cool, quick method to helping out your writing skills, saving time, having good knowledge. So that's called Zotero. It's a great library resource. And just remember, when you're writing, you should be writing this way because, one, we don't know anything. So we always have to quote somebody. If we're talking about an interface, you got to find somebody who describes an interface. You can't just say what you think because you don't know anything. You're learning. So am I. So think of it that way. All right, gang. I hope this helps you guys out. I will love to see some of your work down the road and see it increase. Have a great day, everyone.